What's up, traders? It's Moosepunk here, and I'm here to bring you an update because I have good news and I have bad news. So the good news is, yes, I got my 5th EX raid invite, went there, battled hard, and captured my 5th Mewtwo. Yes! So super excited about that. Unfortunately, the bad news is due to a lot of different conditions, which I'll get to in a little bit. I wasn't able to make a full episode out of it, but instead I wanted to give you guys something. So this episode will be briefly showing you guys on how I caught my Mewtwo, but then what it's gonna do is I'm gonna get into the tricks and tips that I use to get these EX raid invites, because this is already my 5th one and some of you don't even have one. So I figured, you know what, I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of the Mewtwo catch, but more importantly, I'm gonna show you guys what I do that might help you get your EX raid invite and get some Mewtwo's if you don't already have any. So first and foremost, let's get right into it. I'll show you the footage of me in the car capturing the Mewtwo. And so basically what happened is, number one, it was really dark because this one happened at 6 p.m. So my footage just looked completely bad, all grainy and way too dark to even be usable. Number two, it was very windy outside, so that made the audio quality really bad. But the worst thing what happened is I was outside in the freezing temperature trying to capture this Mewtwo for you guys in AR Plus mode. And unfortunately, after 3 throws, my phone completely died. And I was scared that I wouldn't even be able to log back in and continue throwing to capture my Mewtwo. So here's the footage, guys. Let's see what happens when I got back into the car and tried to log back in. This is scary, guys. I know that I already have 4 and this would be my 5th, but still, Mewtwo is hands down my favorite Pokemon in the game. Love him so much. I definitely want 6 maxed out Mewtwo's. That's like my dream. So even though I have 4, this is still like heart-wrenching. I want this guy more than anything else right now. A great throw with the curve, with the golden. Come on, boy. Come on home. Ah, yeah! F yeah! Yeah, yeah, yeah. How do you like them apples? I love it. Love it, love it. So now, guys, let's check it out. Bam, bam, Mew. Oh yeah, so you can see 5 Mewtwo's now. That's pretty freaking awesome. As a little bonus, a Ralts popped up here, so we're gonna pineapple it and go from there. So there you have it, guys. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to catch it like I wanted it to for you guys in AR Plus mode, but I was fortunate enough to be able to log back in and catch it, at least. So that's my 5th Mewtwo. Now, I'm gonna tell you guys what I do to get a chance at these EX raid invites, because I have 5, some of you don't even have 1 yet. So I figured, you know what, I'm gonna give you guys what I do, because actually it's been quite a while since I've received one. I'll pull them up on the screen here. I don't remember the exact dates, but I got my first EX raid invite, then my second one came about a week later, and then the third one came about another week later after that. And then the 4th one came about 3 weeks after that. And then my 5th one was a whole 3 months. 3 months that I waited to get this one. So in that time, I kind of got anxious because I wanted to, especially for you guys, do more of these EX raids. So I developed this system of what I'm using to, you know, try and get them. So this is basically what I was doing. First and foremost, you have to have some type of way of finding out from your local community on which gyms are giving these EX raids out. So something that I do is I use the Discord app, and again, I have a whole separate video on how to use the Discord app. So I'm fortunate enough to be a part of this Discord chat called DTC. So thank you guys for having such an awesome chat. Make sure to go ahead and support them. They have different ways of supporting them. And then you can also join their chat. You'll see on this chart that I'll pull up in a sec, you'll see the invite for it. So feel free to join them over there. So anyways, I go inside their chat, I go inside the EX raid planning section, and then I look at the most recent places that have been giving out these EX raids. So it'll give you all the addresses. If you're fortunate enough to be part of a community that does like charts and stuff, you can look at this chart, for example, that shows you all the different gyms that have been giving out these EX raid wide in the whole community. So that's the first and foremost thing that you need, is you need to know where these EX raid are being sent from and on what frequency. Like on this chart, for example, it's awesome because you can see the Starbucks and Des Plaines, the one I got 2 at so far. You know, it seems like every other week they're giving them out, or every 2 weeks in between. So that's important to know how often these gyms are giving them out. And the ones that give them out the most often, those are the ones that you want to focus on. So then what I do is I open up Google to get all these addresses if I don't already have them, and then I'll copy and paste the address into this website that I use called Gym Hunter, which basically shows you all the local gyms in the area. And then if there's a raid boss going on, what it'll do is it'll give you a little counter, and you can of course click on all these gyms, and sometimes it'll even show you what boss, what level, and all that stuff. So basically I have all these different tabs open, and on each of the tabs I'll have a different address or a location I'm familiar with. For example, Prairie Lakes and Mountain View I'll have on one tab. Then Lake Opeka or Lake Park I'll have open on another tab, and so forth. And so I'll have all these different tabs open of all the different gyms. And so I'll be plugging in those gyms that I know are giving out these EX raid passes. And so each day, you know, let's say I have a couple hours to play. Well then in those couple hours before I leave, I'll make sure to see if there's any of those gyms with any available raids. So if there's up to like a level 3 raid on a gym, then I'll go ahead and do that one to try and get a chance at it. However, you know, if you only have several hours to play throughout, sometimes it's just not possible to be able to, you know, do that. So then I just go out raiding with people and do like a level 5, something that I'm not able to solo. But otherwise, I definitely try and maintain a habit of going to these EX raid gyms that have been given them out previously. So that's about it. That's the procedures that I use. So hopefully those methods you guys can apply and try to use them too. So to recap, just make sure you know which gyms in your area are giving them out these EX raid invites. You can check Discord or maybe Facebook for some local Pokemon Go groups and find out which gyms are giving them out. Then plug the gyms that are closest to you, the ones you can reach in time, into these tabs through Gym Hunter, and then just monitor them throughout the day. And so if you see, all right, I'm gonna go out and play, before you leave, make sure to check those, see if any of them are available, and if up to a level 3, you can probably solo, then go ahead and do that gym, and then hopefully you'll get an EX raid invite and hopefully a chance at capturing Mewtwo. So that's how I do them. And that's about it, guys. So this wasn't like an actual true episode because, like I said again, I don't have enough footage, but I thought I'd give you guys something. So I thought, you know what, at least I'll give you guys some tips on how you can get one. So good luck, guys. Looking forward to future episodes. Stay tuned.